What is going on, y'all? Robert Sykes, KetoSavage.com, coming at you with another AMA Ask Me Anything episode, and this one is all about the length of the program for results. So, before we dive into that, let's roll the intro. And we're back. All right, this question is brought to us by Meredith, and she asks, most nutrition plans I come across are always a 6 to 8 week plan promising fast results. Can you explain why your approach is slower, covering a longer time frame, and why that may be a better approach to nutrition for fitness? Great question, Meredith. All right, so all these programs that are like, fast and sizzle oriented, like, fast results in 30 days, lose 6 pounds in 6 weeks, that would be pretty bad. Lose 6 pounds in 6 days. All this stuff that's guaranteed to offer these crazy astronomical results in a very short period of time of weeks or, 20 days, 30 days, 40 days. They're just trying to apply and appeal to people's emotions that want this quick fix scenario. And my philosophy towards life has pretty much been, if it's going to be great, it's going to require some hardship, some time, some sacrifice, some blood, sweat, and tears. And maybe that's just me being self-masochist in nature. I'm not sure. But generally speaking, everything that I've succeeded with in life, everything that I've seen progress take place in has come over the course of a long period of time. And when it comes to your health, your composition, your body fat loss, your muscle gain, I would encourage people to think of that as a lifelong endeavor, not something that you try to do over the course of a very short time period of a matter of weeks. You want it to be sustainable for you. You want it to be something that you can chip away at for the rest of your life. And most of these sizzle reels that are suggesting that you're going to see significant results in a matter of weeks are asking you to do very aggressive caloric drops or very extreme things that you wouldn't want to sustain for any length of time anyways, because it's simply not sustainable by nature. When it comes to losing body fat, these 6 to 8 week programs are going to suggest that you drop calories significantly beyond what you're currently consuming. And they're not going to have any idea what you are currently consuming, because these are just simple programs that are not one-on-one coaching led, that are not diving into your history, that are not diving into your hormones, your metabolism, your genetics. They're not doing any of that. They're just simply saying, hey, buy this program. It's going to offer you great results in a matter of weeks. So there's no context to what they're writing as it pertains to you as an individual. So that in and of itself should rule it out. Secondly, like I said, you're going to have to do a massive extreme drop in calories to elicit a significant drop in weight over such a short period of time for most people. And they want you to see that significant drop quickly so that you fall in love with their program and buy more of their stuff. But that's not healthy. It's not ideal. It's not optimal. The reason my programming is over the course of 4 to 6 months as opposed to 4 to 6 weeks is because the slower you diet, to a point, there is definitely a tipping point there, a point of diminishing returns, but generally speaking, the longer you diet, the more sustainable it's going to be, because you have to be less aggressive with the cut, and the less aggressive you have to be, the more sustainable it's going to be, and the more likelihood of you retaining and preserving all of your lean tissue. So if you are consuming 2,000 calories on average right now, and you have to drop that 1,000 calories overnight to see the results that you want to see in 4 to 6 weeks, then you're going to have a hard time building and preserving the lean muscle tissue that you have, and you're literally cutting your calories in half, which is going to be very unsustainable from a satiety standpoint. Like, you're going to feel miserable. You're going to be hungry. Whereas if you chip away at your intake gradually over the course of 4 to 6 months, you're going to be able to continue to train hard and preserve the muscle tissue that you've built, maybe even build some more muscle tissue, which is a great thing. And you're not going to have this drastic cut to your metabolic rate as a result of that slowly decreasing calories if you go about it from a 4 to 6 month time span. That's going to make it more sustainable in and of itself. When I'm doing a cut and I'm chipping away calories week by week by week, I may only be dropping 25 or 50 calories a week. That may take the form of simply removing 1 whole egg, or 1 tablespoon of heavy cream, or 2 ounces of ground beef. Very small changes. So much so that in the day-to-day, in the week-to-week, I don't even really notice that change. Like, it's so small and insignificant that it seems like I'm not even changing anything, which in and of itself makes it more sustainable. And then over that 4 to 6 month span, the body fat starts melting away. Now, a lot of this is psychological. A lot of this is what is going to be sustainable for you. Some people, if they don't see a drastic shift in the scale weight, they're not going to be able to sustain it because they just feel like they're doing something wrong. So I always encourage my clients to have this long-term view of things and then just simply stick with the plan. That sounds like a cliche. It sounds like it's just an oversimplification. But if you're doing everything right, if you've got the right method and protocol into practice, and you don't deviate from the plan, you continue training hard, you continue chipping away at the intake, and you do so with a strategy, then you're going to preserve more muscle tissue. You may even build more muscle tissue, and you're actually going to see the results. If you look in the mirror now, you look in the mirror 6 months down the road, you're going to be able to see a tangible difference that you would not really have been able to see, certainly not have been able to sustain if you're doing some crazy aggressive 4 to 6 week hyped up cut protocol. So that's my insight there. Hopefully that answers your question, Meredith. For anybody that does not know, if you submit a question via the link in the description below, and I use your question, I'll send you some free keto bricks with a flavor of your choosing. Meredith, you asked for some peanut butter bricks, so I've got some of those heading your way. Thanks again for the question. Talk to you all next time.